Welcome to Looking at the Markets. I want to show you the stocks that I'll be looking at for the coming week. These are daily candlestick charts provided by finviz.com. I want to start with a very interesting looking chart from Verizon stock, VZ. What a waterfall here. Just down, down, down. And yes, you have lower highs, lower lows. I see that. And there used to be support and resistance here at $36 for Verizon stock, and that is old news now. So down, down, down to about 30, and then a decent bounce. But will it be just another lower high? That's the question. So I'm waiting. And also $36 could end up being resistance again, but it has to get back up there first before we can even discuss that. So for the long term, I like Verizon stock, but if you're just going to swing trade it for a few weeks, couple months, something like that, yeah, I want to see if we get more constructive price action than this. It could just be another lower high, and that's not what I'm looking for. Netflix stock, NFLX. And we have an upward trending channel here that's been in play for a long time, going all the way back to October of last year. And hit the top of it and falling down. So I want to see it get down to the bottom of that channel. What will the price be? I mean, who knows? Okay, because this is a rising channel, and so this is a support level that is continuously changing every day. So it's not like a horizontal support level that stays the same every day. So you can't really predict what price it's going to be if and when it gets back to the bottom, down to the bottom of the channel. But if it does get there, I'll be looking at it for a possible swing trade type of situation. American Airlines stock, AAL, is the ticker symbol. You have a very wide channel going on here. And so there's a big air pocket below. Okay, this airplane flew pretty high, didn't it? All the way up to 19, and then coming down, and that's not something I'm looking for if I'm a buyer. I don't want something that just went up a whole lot and is now coming down. That's not a great setup, in my opinion. Of course, you have to make your own decisions, do your own due diligence. It's your money, so you have to be responsible for it ultimately. But this is not what I'm looking to buy right now. Tesla stock, TSLA. People are talking about it, and they had an earnings event. And so Tesla stock went way up, basically from the beginning of the year. If this is the beginning of 2023, just up, up, up. Not all the time, but hitting 300 almost exactly, and now falling down. 300 was pretty pricey for a stock that was barely above 100 at the beginning of the year, practically tripling. So I'm staying out of the way of this one. I want a lower price. I'll be looking at this rising support level, though. That could be interesting if it gets there. Tencent Music, TME, is the stock ticker symbol for Tencent. And we had, and maybe still have, a very interesting support level here for $7. Multiple data points for this support level here. Bounced off of it here, a bunch of times here, and then here. Will it bounce from there again? Seems kind of iffy. If it falls below it, there's a huge air pocket all the way down to $4. And you don't want to buy at $7 and then have it fall to $4. So I'm just watching and waiting, that's all. You don't have to act on every stock you look at. A Disney stock, this is my pick of the week for sure, because at least it's down. A lot of the ones I've looked at today were way up, and are way up. And this one, Disney, went way up, too far, obviously, came back down, bounced off of what looks like support at $85, give or take a dollar or so. It's not always an exact science, okay, with these support levels. Sometimes it's approximate. And bouncing a little bit, maybe. So do I want to see more of a bounce? Well, if I'm very long-term buy and hold, it doesn't matter so much. If I'm a short-term swing trader, what I could do is just buy a little bit, and then if it goes down more, buy a little bit more, buy some at 85, buy some at 80, that kind of thing. That's called scaling in. It's not a bad idea. Just be aware. The price action is not super constructive here. I don't see strong buying activity here. It's kind of limp there. But it's Disney, it's way down, so if you're really thinking longer term, you could scale in if you want to. That's your choice. Taiwan Semiconductor, TSM stock, huge chip maker type of company, and we have a channel upward trending. I like that. But it's not too steep. The incline is not like parabolic or going vertical. Okay, it's a reasonable angle on this incline here. And, well, if it's in the middle of the channel, there's really not much for me to do or want to do. I want it to get to the bottom of that channel. Like over here. Okay, it got to the bottom, held it, and then started to bounce. So that was a good time. Also back here. Okay, so could it happen again? It could. I'm watching, I'm waiting. And Biogen, BIIB stock. This thing is, yeah, it's down on the short term. And so if you looked at the last month and a half, you'd say, hey, this is a bargain. But this is why I like to pull back the chart or look at more than one chart. You can look at the last month and a half, but you can also look at the last year or so and see the lay of the land, as they say. Okay, what's the big picture? Well, the big picture is there's a big air pocket down below all the way to $200. And I don't want to buy it around 275 and then have it come down to 200. I don't know about you, but that's not my plan, not my game plan. So I'm going to be patient. I'm going to let it fall if it wants to. And if it doesn't want to, that's perfectly fine. But just because something's down on the short term doesn't mean that you always have to buy. You want to look at the big picture as well. And so Disney stock is my number one pick for the week for sure. Nothing else is even close. Because a lot of these are just too high, and I'm not even going to look at them right now. I'm just watching levels for a lot of these, and that's okay as well. All right, so good luck. Be careful out there, and thanks a lot for watching and listening. I will talk to you again soon.